Hey, Adam Culbertson here. Before we begin, we got a promo from another independent podcast, so when you finish this episode, make sure you go and check them out.
What would you do if I told you that the world is not what it seems?
You're telling me that potato salad is the key to other worlds? Ha! It's not even the best side dish.
And people are not who they appear to be.
I don't know that we can trust Master Goucher.
Well, I know for damn sure we can't trust Charles Edward Cheese.
My name's not Mike. Where puns run rampant through the streets.
The Global Adventurers Guild Master Enterprises will not stand for this.
Well, it's gag me for short, so I'm pretty sure they take everything on their knees, don't they?
And it's hard to tell who the real monsters are.
Well, yeah, it's a mimic. But I'm Francis the Lion.
Three heroes
You have my sword.
You have my kazoo.
Oh god, my hip.
face off against three villains.
Never again will they enslave me.
We'll make damn sure of that.
I'm Francis the Lion.
We know.
To keep the world of Euphrae from ripping apart.
This damn portal won't close.
Have you tried turning it off and back on again?
And Tim and Terry from getting even more screwed.
They're totally werewolves.
Yep, they're definitely werewolves.
Holy shit, those guys are werewolves.
Welcome to A Fool's Quest. A Fool's Quest can be found on all major podcasting platforms simply by searching A Fool's Quest.
Steel your mind for eldritch horrors of the universe unknown. For what is to follow is a tale of intrigue, mystery, and madness. You're listening to Microphones and Monsters. All right, Aleister is up first.
Okay, so I guess first question is there any way I can see this helicopter from inside of the cab, like through the sunroof or something? Or is there just not an angle for that?
So as you go in and he's flying over top and just shooting, you do get a glimpse, but it's very quick, and then he just kind of he hovers back and lets y'all get ahead of him, and he's behind you now.
Okie doke.
Which you would have seen that, but maybe not enough time to really react to firing at him in time before he. Really tight window there.
Okie doke.
But you know he's back behind the truck again.
Well, the top of this truck, is there like any place that I could kind of like brace myself against to keep from kind of flying backwards on the truck?
I mean, before we let Julian hold him out the window.
Well, yeah, but that's with like Julian, who's kind of anchored. Like,
Well,
it's something else entirely if I'm going to try and be like not anchored outside the truck.
You see a pretty sturdy antenna you can grab.
Jeez.
I don't think you want to grab the exhaust.
No.
Well, I don't think I want to grab the antenna though. That doesn't sound safe at all.
It's fine. What's the worst thing?
It's not like a flimsy antenna. Like it's a solid.
Just
antenna.
imagine Aleister just hanging on for dear life, like over the antenna, like
You've got
waving
9
around
of
like he's
them.
some kind of like Jack in the Box like antenna ornament.
I mean, you can coordinate with the other players too.
Yeah, I think that's my only option here.
What if
Julian,
you readied an action and then when Julian can lift you up, you fired?
Well,
I mean,
like I said, I was allowing him to use Julian's movement
Okay.
if Julian wants to
Got it.
move
Okay.
him.
Okay.
Julian, do you think you could maybe hoist me up out of the sunroof again? I can't really quite see the thing that's attacking us from here.
So instead of a fastball special, it's a furball special.
Yes, except I would prefer it if you did not throw me. I would very much like to remain here, in like at least as close to the truck as possible.
Yeah. Baseball existed in Darkwell. That's canon now.
Except,
Well, I mean,
it was
it's
called,
based.
It was stickball though. It wasn't baseball.
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
stickball.
Yeah.
I mean, but it was based in like roughly like 1920s era. So
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
like baseball would have been super popular. I'm sure.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
stickball.
Yes. Yeah. I'll. Yeah. I can do that. Just. Yeah. Just make sure you get a clean shot.
I'll try. But yeah, I'm all ready to like once I get lifted into such a position that I can see the attack helicopter
All right.
to fire an Eldritch Blast.
All right. Yeah, he pops you up and just an arm comes out of the sunroof with a flaming green cat.
The guys in the helicopter is just like, is that a cat?
Should have put the hula skirt on him before.
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and shoot my Eldritch Blast at it then. Uh, 22
That hits.
and 16.
Both of them hit.
Ooh,
Nice.
alrighty.
Are you aiming for anything in particular?
I'm going to try to. Well, let's just assume that Aleister doesn't really know a hell of a lot about how these things work.
Yeah, you do see a propeller going on top, and it seems to have like some kind of like I guess yeah. You just see the propeller on top, and you do see the guns, which you would recognize guns, and then there's like these pods that look like, I guess it looks like pods to you, that are underneath it as well.
Seeing as Aleister probably doesn't know much of anything about how helicopters work,
Yeah.
and probably doesn't really know or care like the whole principle behind the propeller and everything. Let's say he's gonna go ahead and shoot at the guns, like what he recognizes as a threat.
Okay.
So the first, like, I guess one at each, because I guess there's like two, like one on either side.
Okay.
Like gun pods, gun mounts.
Yeah. There's one on each side. Yeah.
Okay, so to the one on, let's say, Aleister's left, it'll be 19 damage, and the one on Aleister's right will be 11.
Okay. It's not bad. It's 30 damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Above average damage rolls.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay. Next up is Victor.
Okay. First off, did Aleister get lowered back down after he was done?
No.
He didn't say.
Yeah, that's also, yeah.
He didn't say.
It's a fair question.
He's just chilling in the wind.
Okay. So Victor has no line of sight for this thing through.
If you do your thing and you look out the window while keeping a hand on the wheel, you can see the helicopter.
I can see the helicopter. Okay. What objects are in the cab of the truck that are
80 feet away.
reasonably large? Like, is there anything in the cab of the truck like that, like Path would have left there, like a bag or, a lunch box? Like what stuff is in what stuff is in the cab of this truck besides us?
There's a lot of fast food wrappers in the passenger floorboard.
Is that it? That's all?
Yeah.
Okay.
He had all of his like belongings and everything with him in the hotel room.
Okay.
There's like in the cup holder. There's like a big gulp that's like half full of some sticky liquid.
All right. The bobblehead. How big is that?
It's a little plastic bobblehead.
Dang it.
Like it's not a real mech. Like it's not.
All right. Give me a minute.
Just a
It's made out of
full-size
springs and plastic.
Just full-size mech just standing in the window.
Are you mocking me?
It's
Okay,
made
I've
out
got
of
an idea.
springs, plastic, and hula skirt.
I've got an idea. All right, so Victor is going to reach into his backpack, with like his left arm. Maybe he's driving with his left. Or, no, he's driving with his right. So right now he's gonna reach into his backpack before he sticks his head out the window, and he's gonna pull out one of those fire extinguishers that he bought at the store.
Okay.
And then Victor is going to lean out of the window and chuck this fire extinguisher
Up in the air.
at the helicopter. All right. So you said how far away is it? 80 feet is what you said?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because my ninja stars only go 60, but improvised weapons go 120 with the ape style, which I never took off.
Oh.
All right.
So, I guess since that's beyond the 40, I have to roll disadvantage, right? For the ranged weapons, the first one is the regular range that you hit at, and then the slash is anything past that. Is that correct?
I think that's how that works.
Right.
Okay, cool. So I'll roll disadvantage for that just to see if I can hit this helicopter.
Yeah,
with
I
the
would.
fire
I would.
extinguisher.
Even though you are proficient with that, like that is a hell of a thing you're going for. So yeah,
you're
definitely
driving at the same
disadvantage
time,
while driving. Yeah.
All right. So
And you're
let's see
trying to
here.
like hit it through the glass of the the helicopter. Like what do you?
Sure.
Okay.
That seems reasonable. I'm throwing it because there's a glass windshield and there's people, right?
Do as far as you know.
Okay, yeah. If I see a windshield, I'm going to assume that there are people in it, and I'm going to throw it that way. So I just rolled, and then I'm just trying to remember, with improvised weapons, is there anything that you roll aside from just rolling?
Your dex you would add to it, I think.
Yeah, it would be your dex.
Throwing, I think, is more
dex?
strength-based.
Is it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, it would be.
But since it's a weapon, and I think it if I'm proficient with something, does it count as a monk weapon, or is it not?
Yeah, it would have to be a monk weapon or finesse weapon, I think, for it to count as your dex. So you would have to roll with your strength for
my
that, because
strength.
you
Okay.
are using your strength to throw this thing up in the air.
And with my Cardiac Inspiration, well, hold on. Can I ask what Aleister hit with a minute ago?
It was 16
The two
and
rolls.
something.
Oh, 16. 16 was the lower amount.
And that hit?
Yes.
Okay. And with Cardiac Inspiration, if I'm rolling with disadvantage, I would add that to the lowest one, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Then I rolled a 16 and a 12, so add 7 to the 12, and that's 19.
You hit.
Okay. Roll. Yeah, okay. So I hit with the
All
fire
right,
extinguisher.
So Aleister, you see a fire extinguisher come flying up from the driver's side of the truck.
Yeah, whatever that is.
Yeah, whatever that is.
Yeah, you see this big red metal canister just come flying up from the side of the truck, and it just embeds into the window of the helicopter, and it's just sticking out, like halfway sticking out. Like you see the bottom of the canister just sticking out of the window.
It embeds in the window? Oh, like
Yeah.
it breaks the window and it's
It's
sticking in the window?
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay.
All right.
I don't suppose I can discharge one of the charges from where I am, right?
You what?
I'm kidding.
Do you have a remote? Like,
No.
Yes, it's a remote control fire extinguisher.
Unless
Don't
you want to
have
let
those?
me, it doesn't say that it causes a fog or anything like that. So I just threw a fire extinguisher into their windshield.
Yeah, and you hear, turn left at 15 feet. Make sure you stop by Yogsonic Dynamics to your left.
Did you say 15 feet? Holy shit. That is not enough notification.
I would presume I was paying attention to the.
I hope so, because you better be cranking that wheel right now.
Every other time he said that, like, while I'm driving, as long as I'm able to
Yeah.
assess
No,
what was happening
you
before.
know, it's like it's saying stuff. I'm just throwing out random times it's saying things. Because you were just kind of distracted too by chunking, like you were like big braining it, like trying to angle it right with the throw and the wind and all that.
Right.
And
I'm just saying, I'm not missing this turn.
And it made sure that like GPS brought to you by Yogsonic Dynamics. All right.
Just really quick, I just wanted to offer like a slight bit of rules clarification. You're absolutely right. Anything after the first number and before the second number is done with disadvantage.
Okay.
Anything beyond the second number, you just can't do.
Okay, cool.
And the way that thrown weapons work is it depends on what you're throwing. If being used as a melee weapon, you would use strength, you would use strength for it. If being used as a melee weapon, you would use dex, you would use dex for it.
Okay. I mean, it was being used as almost like a missile. Just like a missile that exploded. So I don't know. I haven't rolled any damage for it. I assume Adam figured it out. I don't know.
Ultimately, if Adam thinks that you can use it as a monk weapon or a finesse weapon so that you can apply your dex, then you could totally apply your dex to throwing it.
And it was strength. Like you were literally using your strength to toss this thing up.
Yeah.
Okay, and we are at the helicopter. So Aleister, you see like the helicopter kind of shimmies a little bit, and you see the fire extinguisher like kind of moving around in the window, and you see like just you got really good vision as a cat, and you see like just like where it's cracking more around the window, and it's getting more brittle, but it stops, and then they go to fire again with the. You see the actually the one that you got the most damage on, like it seems to lock up, but the other one does spin and starts firing down the back of the truck again.
Oh no!
Towards you, and it starts firing and shoots out some bullets, and you see it hit cars to the passenger side of the truck, and it looks like it locks up, and you see like smoke plume off of it.
The car or the gun?
Yeah. The gun.
Oh, okay.
But can it be both?
Can it be both?
And the helicopter is still back there, and it is Nit's turn.
Okay, so from the helicopter's turn, it passed over us again, or is it still in front of us?
No, it stayed behind and the guns malfunction. Well, Aleister was the only one that saw the guns malfunction, so you don't. But it's still behind you. Yes.
Okay, so Nitz is gonna say, "It's." Oh, go ahead.
You do notice in your phone, in your
turret cam,
that it can see the helicopter.
Okay, sweet. So Nitz is gonna say, it's a Yogsonic attack chopper, and I'm pretty sure it's got missiles, so try to avoid those. I'm going to shout up to the... and then I'm going to activate my turret.
No problem.
Well, if they miss, then it's not really much of a problem then.
You did hear all of them say, what's a missile? Like magic missile?
I mean, I could do that. That's not really
lots
that
of booms. Explodey type.
Oh, that's
and
bad.
then I'm gonna attack with my.
I understand that.
My turret rolled a 24 to hit.
Damn,
that hits.
Good. Yay.
And that is 13 damage.
All right, and are you aiming for anything in particular?
I would be now that I kind of saw the weapons were misfiring, I'd be aiming towards that windshield where the fire extinguisher is.
So you're nailing the fire extinguisher.
Yeah, that's my goal. Yes.
All right.
I
All right,
don't
so-
see that the fire extinguisher has an HP, just in case you're wondering.
Yeah. It's pressurized. And he just shot it with bullets.
Yeah.
So, yeah, in your camera, Aleister, you also see it. You watch this red canister go flying up in the air, embedded, like it's wiggling around, not moving, and then a bullet, like just a wave of bullets come up and connect with the canister, and you just see an explosion of white go off in the cabin of this or in the cockpit of this helicopter.
I'm very glad I bought fire extinguishers.
Right.
I didn't think that this would be a pivotal role.
Yeah.
No. Getaway.
Oh, I couldn't have hit it with my wraps or with my ninja stars. I can hit things with my improvised weapons. I can't hit with those other things. And that was the only thing of any like. I can't throw rations or hemp rope. I considered a torch, but I don't know how much a stick of wood's going to do against a helicopter, even if I don't know what it is.
After seeing that go off, Nitz, do you have anything else or say anything else?
I'm gonna say, Blip, turn on the radio and scan Yog Sonic common radio frequencies for any chatter. So just to see if anybody else is coming, hopefully.
Did they just throw a fucking fire extinguisher at us?
How'd he get it that high?
For a second, I thought you were telling Blip to cut on the radio to like some chase music or something. Like, we need some danger zone up in here.
We need some
I did say
So-
this time, right?
So, do you have an earpiece in, or I don't know why I pulled off my headset to point in my ear? Do you have it? Do you have an earpiece in, or are you just hearing things from your phone?
It would just be a speakerphone on my
Okay.
smartphone.
All right, so everybody hears over the intercom saying, "I can't see anything. I'm gonna have to go in." Nitz, you make out, you know the voice, and you know this voice as Liam Levine.
Okay. Is it still? Can I still shout at everybody with all the stuff going on? I know it's like really loud, but okay. I'm gonna say.
I guess Aleister was the only one that didn't hear the speaker.
Yeah, probably not.
I'm gonna shout, I know this guy. I know him, and he's bad news. We should be ready for something to come next.
What else is there?
Do they have dragons next?
Oh, and you do hear everybody else stand back or stand down.
Oh, stand down. Ooh.
Yeah.
Stand down.
Wait, did the I can't see anything and the I'm going in, is that the same voice?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so he's probably in the chopper.
Okay.
I will. The only thing I'll do is just, for flavor, reload my pistol. Drop a clip, load a new clip. After he says that, everyone else in the cab heard it. So
Yeah.
anyone that I would be talking to anyway. Aleister is out doing his own thing.
Yeah.
Surprisingly common.
Yeah, Aleister, his hair is just going in the wrong direction, and then little flickers of flames like flying off. Yeah. His tail is behind him, just he's scorpioning, but it's just flapping. And he's trying to control it, and it's just not controlling. It's
Just
all
imagine
over
being the car
place.
next to the truck, and you see the door's off, and you see a guy in a mech suit holding a fiery green cat out of the roof. Out of
This
the
whole
sunroof.
time, like, you're just clipping cars, like, just every time you
Mommy,
come across the,
Mommy,
they're
look,
trying to
it's
get
like the
off the
movies.
road, and you're just clipping them the whole time.
It's like, do you guys remember in The Dark Knight where the two kids are like playing in the back of the car and they're like making gun noises and then all the cars start blowing up and then Batman rolls by? That's kind of what I imagine.
Yeah.
All right, Julian, it's your turn.
Is the helicopter like backing off, or is it just kind of like staying where it's at?
It's maintaining it's maintaining speed right now, but it's kind of going back and forth a little bit, but not hitting anything.
Well, they're less. I am going to use one of my new magical items, which is the spell refueling ring. While wearing this ring, a creature can recover one expended spell slot of 3rd level or lower. So I am going to get back a 3rd level spell slot.
Yay.
Anyone want to take a guess what spell I'm going to use?
Poison
Gust of
spray.
wind.
No.
Healing.
Also no.
Okay.
Lightning bolt.
Well, it's just a spell slot. We don't know what you're going to use.
It's true. It's true.
1/3 of power word kill.
Until you use it. Yeah.
Power word name. No, it's going to be lightning bolt. But however, I need to get up and kind of put my body in up the sunroof because it does have a little bit of a clearance issue because the blast is 5 feet wide, so I'd rather not blow off the roof of the truck. So I'm going to move up and then stick out the top half of my body out of the sunroof, and then I'm going to point my 2 fingers, charge the electricity, and fire the lightning bolt at it.
All right.
The creature vehicle must make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. With disadvantage because they don't have any visibility.
Mm-hmm.
Also, is it still a thing with like wearing metal or being made of metal, like also giving them disadvantage?
No, but there is a
Just curious.
There is a caveat on this.
That was like heat metal or something.
Yeah, it's heat metal. Or shatter.
But what else comes with the lightning?
The lightning ignites flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried.
Like missiles?
Like missiles.
Oh. Okay, cool. And I have disadvantage.
Yes.
All right, so that is 8.
Yeah, the DC was a 17.
All right.
So 8d6 lightning damage.
All right, so the lightning, like you're still holding Aleister up there. And you reach out, you pop back up, you reach out with your other hand, you shoot that lightning bolt out. Or how do you do it?
So I hold the 2 fingers like this, and then you kind of see like a ripple of electricity back and forth, and then it just arcs between the 2 fingers.
And then okay, cool. And it shoots out between your 2 fingers and connects with the helicopter, and you just see this helicopter just explode.
So do you need to even see the damage roll?
8d6.
Well, you connected with all the fucking missiles.
Are we still gonna get a visit from William?
So I mean, you could roll damage, but yeah, it would have sparked the missiles and set them off.
The damage was 33.
Okay, well, yeah, definitely.
Oh, by the way, I was thinking of shocking grasp. You get advantage if they're wearing metal.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a shit ton of damage. Y'all hit the helicopter pretty hard. And yeah, it explodes. Like it just like chain reaction, just boom, 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 because it had a bunch of missiles loaded on it.
Oh, and he called everyone off.
Huh?
I said the guy called everyone off right before that happened.
And
yeah,
well, we don't know if he was in it.
Give me a perception check, Aleister and Julian.
Okay.
Not great.
16.
All right, so the 16, you see this you see it looks like something like right before the explosion goes off, it looks like something like something flies up out of the top of the helicopter, like as the explosions are going off.
Okay.
And it's the end of your turn. Or you could say something from that.
I mean, I don't know what that is, but I just literally just saw this thing explode, so I'm kind of just taking that away because I didn't expect that to happen.
All right.
Did Victor hear it explode?
I'll cast another Cure Wounds on myself.
All right. Yeah, roll that.
Ooh, max. Nice. So 13. So that would bring me back up to 34. And that's the end of my turn.
All right.
Just blew up a helicopter. That was awesome. That was so cool.
It's not as cool, but I'm glad I hit it with a fire extinguisher.
I mean, you
The fire extinguisher is pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty badass.
You set
See,
me
everyone
up
who
for
heard me buy that, you thought I was being dumb.
You hit. I'm amazed.
I didn't think you were being dumb.
No, I didn't think you were being dumb at all. I want y'all to think outside of the box like that and then pull it off with your rolls.
I wanted you to do it with a barrel of monkeys. I'm not gonna lie, but
I don't have any more barrels.
Monkeys clambering all over the helicopter.
Fighting the pilots and just
I imagine the monkeys would just fall.
And then it would just murder people. They would just murder people in the streets.
Just murder monkeys all over the place.
You already got murder monkeys on the other side of town from where you are now.
But that just adds into the story of it was done by a group of rogue monkey elements.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So y'all feel like y'all are in the clear, or I guess Julian and Aleister at least kind of feel like that.
Nothing's currently shooting at us or trying to kill us, so that's a nice change of pace.
All right, and right as you hear, Victor, right as you hear, take a ride up here.
So we're not even getting anything in advance now. It's like, just turn now.
It's the psychological damage.
I'm assuming there's a display and Victor knows how to read it, so he doesn't need the voice directions as long as he's paying attention.
Yeah. You see it the whole time, like you see it coming. But there's another Sonic Dynamics store, 15 feet to your left.
Oh, you already passed it.
Can you
Maybe
tell
next
us to
time.
stop telling me that? We don't want to go there.
Make a U-turn to go to Sonic Dynamics.
Blip, can you turn off the Yog Sonic Dynamic ads?
Every time I talk as Victor, I do the steering thing you do when you're 5.
Blip's
All
like,
right.
please pay 10,000 creds to turn off ads.
Premium membership.
Hey everybody, it's Steven here. Got to do something new today. We haven't done this before, but I wanted to introduce our first actual sponsor. We got a sponsor for the show. So if you need any, hold on, let me check the notes. If you need any sort of like electronic devices, so like watches or like a cell phone or anything like that, you should really check out Yog Sonic Dynamics. They make a lot of really good stuff. It's all like compatible. It works with your car, your home theater, your personal devices. They all work together. And I promise they don't want to kill you. But yeah, be sure to check out Yog Sonic Dynamics and all of their range of products. If you go to their website, you can put in promo code Mikes and Monsters to get 25% off. And I'll wrap up this silly little bit right now. How about that fire extinguisher, guys? You didn't think when Victor went to the store a few episodes back that would be a pivotal purchase And I felt very clever for having come up with a way to hit the helicopter with something while I was driving the truck. So I was proud of that moment. And that's something I thought was really cool. Anyway, thanks for listening. If you want to know more about us, visit microphonesandmonsters.com or mikesandmonsters.com. It's got all of the links to everything on there. We have a Patreon if you wanted to support us. We've got links to all the different podcast apps. We've got fan art. We've got playlists of all of our episodes. You can play them right there on the webpage if you want. And spread it around. Let other people know about it. Word of mouth is the best way for you to help us out. If you know someone that might like this, tell them to listen. The worst thing that'll happen is they'll listen to it and then they'll ask you why you bothered listening to that crap. It was so boring. All they're doing is playing D&D. I could do that myself. But don't worry about that, because we know that you are the cool one, and we really appreciate your guys' support and encouragement. All music was written and produced by Marco Mazzei of Fallen Highway Studios, with additional music by the place that I forgot their name. Again, I keep forgetting to pull that up. Dark Fantasy Studio. Additional music by Dark Fantasy Studio. That's who it was. I'm a moron. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.